Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. The familiar electric buzz of ITV's The Chase studio hummed in the air, the towering screen illuminating the grinning face of Bradley Walsh as he greeted the day's hopefuls. Cameras rolled, the lights blazed, and the iconic ticking clock stood ready to pressure every contestant who dared step up. But no one could have predicted that today, amidst trivia and tension, a single question would ignite a nationwide storm. It was a Thursday taping, routine in every way. 4 contestants, a retired police officer, a nurse, a pub landlord, and a university student, stood behind their podiums, exchanging nervous glances and cheeky quips with Bradley. The chaser that day. The menace himself, Darragh Ennis, sharp as ever, brow furrowed in mock intimidation. "Let's bring on the cash builder," Bradley said, the audience clapping with practiced rhythm. First up was Brian, the retired copper. He breezed through his questions. Then came Anna the nurse. Solid performance. Then Peter the landlord, who took home a cool £6,000. Finally, it was time for Lucy, the politics student, with a confident smile and nervous hands. She made it through her cash builder with £4,000. But it was in the head-to-head with Darragh where the unexpected unfolded. Halfway through the head-to-head, Bradley read out a question with the usual cheeky flair. Which of the following is actually illegal when driving in the UK? A. Eating while at the wheel. B. Drinking water while driving. C. Swearing at other road users. Lucy frowned. So did the audience. Even Darragh raised an eyebrow. Bradley glanced at her. Bit of a spicy one, innit? Lucy hesitated. I mean, people eat all the time. Swearing, though. Need an answer, Bradley prompted. C. Lucy said finally. Swearing at other road users. The correct answer flashed on screen. C. Swearing at other road users. A collective murmur rippled through the studio. Bradley squinted at the card. Turns out, it's actually considered a public order offence. You can be fined for it. Darragh nodded. That's if it's deemed threatening or abusive. Lucy chuckled. But who hasn't done that in traffic? The audience laughed, but backstage, producers exchanged worried glances. Within hours of the episode airing, Twitter exploded. Wait, swearing while driving is illegal. ITV Chase just taught me something I wish I didn't know. Mum on the edge. Well, I've broken the law 57 times on the school run alone. Thanks, Bradley. The Chase. Morning news shows replayed the clip. Radio DJs debated the question. Legal experts weighed in. Was it truly illegal or just frowned upon? ITV had stumbled upon a cultural flashpoint, a behaviour nearly everyone did, yet few knew was actually punishable. 3 days later, a tabloid ran a headline. ITV's The Chase shames drivers with bizarre question. Bradley was ambushed by paparazzi outside a West End theatre. Bradley, do you think The Chase is out of touch? Did ITV overstep with that driving question? Ever the showman, he replied with a wink, if swearing at drivers is illegal, the M25 owes me a few grand. Behind the scenes, the production team debated whether to issue a clarification. Meanwhile, Lucy, the contestant at the heart of the storm, was suddenly receiving interview requests. I just thought it was funny, she told the Mirror, but now my gran won't stop bringing it up. To get ahead of the backlash, ITV invited a legal analyst to explain the law live on Lorraine. Swearing at other drivers, if it's aggressive or accompanied by gestures, can be prosecuted under the Public Order Act, the barrister explained. So not every swear word? Lorraine asked. No, but it depends on context. A heated road rage moment could land you with a fine or even court appearance. The Chase's Twitter account posted a light-hearted graphic. Yes, it's true. The more you know. Drive safe and swear-free, folks. A week later, Dara Ennis appeared on a podcast. Did you know that answer beforehand? The host asked. I did, Dara replied. But honestly, I didn't expect it to go viral. Just shows how close to home some questions hit. He added thoughtfully, quiz shows aren't just about trivia. Sometimes they reveal how much we take certain behaviors for granted. Call-in shows buzzed with opinions. If I can't shout at a BMW driver who cuts me off, what's left of my freedom? Maybe it's a good thing. We need more civility on the roads. Next, they'll fine us for singing off-key to Adele in traffic. Driving instructors began incorporating the question into lessons. Police social media accounts joined in with memes. One tweet read, *yes, swearing can be illegal. So can middle fingers. Keep it classy, Britain. Road rage realities. 2 months later, The Chase aired a follow-up episode with a special segment. Due to popular demand, Bradley said, we're revisiting the infamous question. The screen flashed. What everyday act is punishable under the Public Order Act if done aggressively while driving? The answer again, swearing at other road users. We asked, and you answered. Bradley smiled. Turns out, we're all a bit guilty. Ratings surged. The controversy had drawn in curious viewers, and producers leaned into it. A new segment titled Off the Record debuted, where odd or surprising legal facts were posed as questions. Viewers loved it. Fan mail poured in. Contestants requested to face Dara, now humorously nicknamed the Lawmaker. Academics weighed in. An Oxford media professor published a paper titled Trivial Pursuits, When Game Shows Prompt Legal and Moral Introspection. In it, she wrote, The Chase unintentionally held a mirror to societal behavior. It asked, what do we consider normal, and what have we normalized that maybe we shouldn't? The viral moment eventually reached the halls of Westminster. During a light-hearted session of Prime Minister's questions, an MP stood up and asked, would the Right Honourable Prime Minister agree that the Chase has done more for public awareness of road conduct laws than most campaigns? Chuckles followed, and even the PM nodded. Perhaps we should consider Bradley Walsh for a role in the Department for Transport. Later, a motion was jokingly introduced to designate a National Quiz Awareness Week, citing the Chase as a tool of civic engagement. Sensing an opportunity, the Department for Transport launched a campaign titled Think Before You Shout. It featured TV spots with familiar faces, including Dara Ennis. In one ad, he stood beside a mock traffic jam, reading quiz questions while chaos ensued. What common act behind the wheel could cost you a £1,000 fine? He asked. Q. A driver shouting and making rude gestures. Dara shook his head. Correct answer. That one. The campaign was a surprise success, trending on YouTube and sparking classroom discussions across the UK. Meanwhile, Lucy became an unexpected influencer. Dubbed the Civility Queen by tabloids, she began a podcast titled Mind the Gap, Politeness in Public Spaces. It started with one question on the Chase. She opened her first episode, and now I can't go one day without someone telling me they held their tongue in traffic because of me. She interviewed psychologists, police officers, even comedians on the role of language, rage, and public behavior. Her following grew, and she eventually published a best-selling book, Mind Your Mouth: What I Learned from a Quiz Show About Being Human.